Wait. Okay, Rin, tell me your memories of what happened last session.
Wait, Trunk, quick question before we begin. Are we also playing a whole session today?
No, we're probably gonna leave at like 9:30 or something.
Okay, so we're just gonna
Plan.
do small stuff today?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna plan, make jutsus, and then I think Diana has to go early.
Okay.
Okay, so Sandy, tell me, remind me of what happened last session.
For like based on Rin's
For everybody.
memory.
What happened? Yeah, just
Okay.
your memory or what happened, or you know.
Well, Rin remembers that um in order to obtain this new jutsu, Aisley made a deal and said you need to absorb or use Knight's Touch on 8 people, just regular civilians is fine. And this will help with our mission with Tamara and assassinating him. So, in desperation, Rin sort of goes out on her nightly duties while everybody is asleep and wreaks havoc within the port village, and she kills, left and right, just anyone that she sees in her path. And
what happens before that? What happened to the party? The rift, the arguments.
Oh yes, Rin did get into an argument with the team, saying how she felt like she couldn't do what she wanted, but the team, especially Ishin, said that he was kind of wary about Rin, while Tamahara was more like, neutral about it, but just like overall they said just to learn to control it at the right time. But Rin didn't necessarily agree with that. And she just felt like she didn't have that freedom like she did before this new power. Like, it felt like as if she was living with her dad and mom again.
And so we leave off after Rin has milked several people dry out of their chakra. There needs to be an important role here. There needs to be a stealth role. How stealthy were you that night you committed all of this?
No.
Well, I'm gonna need you to give me a good stealth roll in the chat here.
Am I like before? I know we like hand waved it, but can I say that Rin to like camouflage herself before killing someone? She used transform.
Ooh. Okay, I'll give you a advantage then.
Okay. All right, stealth it is. Oh my god.
An 8. Oh my goodness. Click on transform. Let me see if it helps you with anything.
I don't think so. It's only charisma.
Oh.
Or deception.
Okay. Rin. How about give me another stealth as you make your way back inside to your house. You're trying to sneak your way out. Make sure the party doesn't know. So how about one more?
Okay.
Oh, a 10. Okay, with a 10, Tomoharu's gonna know. But he can choose to react or not. He's just awoken in the middle of the night by a sound of Rin walking herself inside.
Oh. Rin kind of changes her clothes, not thinking that she thinks that everyone is asleep still. And
you go to sleep, right?
she kind of, is there like a bonfire outside or something? She can burn her old clothes.
Ooh, okay. Yes, you can go ahead and burn your old clothes. You can have extras, why not?
And Tomohoro's not
Time
gonna do anything.
passes.
Okay.
I think Tomoharo sleeps through it.
All right.
So now you go to bed, don't you?
As Rin, wait, before that, can Rin erase her tracks,
What do you mean her tracks?
like her footsteps on the
Around
dirt,
the house?
on the dirt path, like from the port to the cabin? She spends that time to erase those the footsteps.
Sure, you can erase your footsteps, but there will still be footsteps around the people's houses that you visited. But you can erase it to your house.
Okay.
Unless you want to risk it and walk back.
Uh.
The sun could be coming up. There could be guards patrolling after you.
Okay, Rin is just gonna just leave it there, just like the path to the port to the cabin. Just gonna erase that, and then out of as she does this, her heart is racing, and Rin feels like she might get caught. So, in an urgency, she feels like she must tell the others about this the next day in order to escape further away.
Mm.
Yeah, so she goes back after erasing her tracks, and then she just sleeps in the bed.
In this night, as you are granted your abilities that we previously discussed, you see Isley, this time different. His body less gaseous, more solid, more form. You can see the form bulge out. He isn't like a gas, like a Morpheus form. And he looks at you as you are awoken this dream yet again.
Isley, is that you? She rubs her eyes. What happened to you?
My mind is more clear than ever. Thanks to you.
Well, is this a bad thing? She looks up to Isley. What are you planning to do now?
No. But with this knowledge, I believe I owe you an apology.
Me? Why?
He sits down on the corner of the room. As he sits down, he doesn't say anything to you anymore. But you can see his form slowly dissipate. You can see like a part of him, it's just melding out of him, and right next to his side forms together this amorphous flowing form that starts to elongate from the floor upwards, and it starts to create this figure. But the strange thing is, Isley is this dark creature, but as you look at this form, you can see it glowing a golden yellow. Time passes, and soon enough, you recognize the form of an old lady. More time passes. The facial features you recognize right away. It is your grandmother.
Obachan? You were Isley this whole time? Rin's confused.
Isley takes a couple steps and he fades through the wall. As you can see, your grandmother put out her two hands. She says things, but it doesn't really register in your mind. It's not going through your mind, but she puts out two of her hands to signal for a hug.
Rin looks around for Isley before she hugs her grandma.
You do not see him. He seems to have walked out of the room.
Oh, okay. Because Rin can see her grandma right there in front of her face, it feels like she can, close a gap that she did before leaving the town. And she goes in for the hug. Grandma.
Flash. A flash hits her eyes. It's almost like you're being dragged into like another dream. And then as you open your eyes, as the visions start to coalesce together, you're in the room of your old house where you live with your grandmother and your parents. But you look around. You can't look around. Your eyes are focused in one point. It's like you have no control inside this body. As you can look down, you can see that you're in your grandmother's body right now, in her eyes. You're seeing her perspective.
What's going on? She thinks to herself. This is my house.
You hear arguing, but it's faint. Arguing. It's your parents' voice. And I think Rin, as you slowly like get a grip on reality, you find out you can exit out of your grandmother's body, and you can start looking around and interacting with this dreamscape. But somehow, when you exit, there's a little tether that tethers you to your grandmother's body.
Rin, seeing that she's able to do this, she gets out of or exits her grandmother's body and investigate the argument between her mom and dad in the other room.
Rin, as you exit, Hold on, I need to go to the restroom really quick.
Okay.
BRB. 2 minutes.
Okay. You can hear me, Grandma? There's no way.
As you say that, you realize your grandmother's not talking to you. But she opens the door, and out the door is your parents arguing. You hear this argument. It's loud. It's ferocious. You can see that they're arguing about, your parents are arguing about your grandmother, about why she's sick, about the pain that has left your family for all this time. You hear your mother yell, I just wish I never gave birth to that girl. She's ruined our reputation. She's ruined so much of our everything, what we had together. As she looks into your father's eyes, you see your grandmother standing here witnessing all of this. A fury rises in her. She yells out, she would have had a better life with different parents than you guys. As your grandmother slams the door, you're just there witnessing all this scene. You're not sure where your body is, but you know that you should be somewhere around this village. This arguing continues over and over. But soon enough, Rin, your sister opens the door, and you can see your parents calm down. They put up a face. They try to be normal for your sister.
How old is she here?
It looks like you guys are 7. Or she is 7, which means you're probably 7 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Another flash. Oh, go ahead.
Can Rin like express her feelings?
Yeah, go for it.
As she witnesses everything at this, tethered body of hers, she feels infuriated and sort of like blood is boiling in her. And most likely she feels the same feeling as she did when she was little, which is ashamed of herself. She clenches her fist and just shakes her head in disbelief that this was going on while she was just a little kid.
As your body just fumes with anger, it slowly becomes red, and you start to blink a bit, and you're back into your grandmother's eyes. It seems like you're almost reliving her memories, but her memories are fractured, like they're blinking in and out. But this memory, you're here, she's sitting at what seems to be the bed where she died on. But on her bed is a small little table situated across her while she's sitting upwards, a pen in her hand, and writing a letter. You can see that there are 2 letters here. One has already been written, and then one that she's finishing. And as you read these letters to yourself, they are addressed to you and your sister, Ayana. Your letter reads as follows. To my dearest Rin, I hope you find this letter when you are older and ready. Though my time with you may not be long, it is something I truly cherish. I know it has been a rough patch, but I hope that you will be able to mend your relationship with your parents. I would be a terrible grandmother if I did not leave you with something to hold dear. In my last months, I have been working together with many of the nobility I have worked with over my time. Culminating in that work is the passage to Kanoa's School of Ninjas. I hope you will find a greater purpose and fulfillment in this school. It will have many more books that you will love. I hope that you will finally be able to catch up to Ayana, for I truly believe that both of you guys are destined for something great. When you enter the school, remember to eat your vegetables. I have left aside a hefty amount of gold alongside with my prized necklace for you to remember me by. She looks like she's continuing writing this letter, but then as your vision is stuck on this letter, you can barely make out the bottom, another page of it, which reads as, "To my dearest Ayana, you are too smart for me to pretend at this point. You have known it for a while, haven't you? Though you are not my true granddaughter, it does not change my love for you. I have raised you since a baby, and I can see it in your eyes. Never, ever believe that you are a burden to us. You work so hard to become strong. I just hope that one day you realize that no matter how strong you get, none of that will fix your insecurity. Go and explore. Your eyes are special. They see things that no one else can see. I have left for you," and it becomes blank because your vision is just not reaching that side of the screen. It's just this. The vignette around your eyes is white. You can only see so much. And as your grandmother continues to write your letter, it stops. What is Rin feeling about this message? What does she feel? Why did she never receive this letter? What's
As
going on in Rin's head?
Rin reads the first letter that's finished regarding Rin in general. She feels tears coming out of her eyes, just droplets, and just a sense of a broken heart. Because she feels like she can never interact with her grandma. As she puts down the letter, she also finishes reading her sister's letter, and she truly respects her grandma for writing this letter, and she's also just feeling a lot of emotions like confusion and like grief. Because she doesn't know where the letters have been now since, you know, the invasion with her village. And then her vision just, like you said, just spars off.
You go back and forth between what seems to be like in and out of consciousness. It's almost like the days pass by, only specific days that these memories are collected from. And then comes the final day as the eyes open once again. You're looking out from her perspective. You can see yourself besides the bed. You can see next to you your sister, Ayana. Both of you guys together holding your grandmother's hands. You can see your sister. She weeps out, calling for her grandmother not to leave. You see yourself standing there. What is your reaction at this time?
Is Rin there as well, like her child self?
Yes, you see your child self there.
As Rin witnesses this, she's forgotten that this had actually truly happened, and that she pushed this memory into the back of her head, not wanting to think about this event. And once she's witnessing it once again, she just bursts into tears, and she realizes that the Rin there that's witnessing this didn't have the right reaction. Like, she was just in disbelief that like this is impossible. This can't be happening. Like, her old self just remembers that the other day she just was spending some time with her grandma, and the next day she turned into this. Like, it's just so much disbelief that at the time she didn't really conjured like those emotions correctly, and just pushed it down.
And as you're looking through your grandmother's perspective, you can start to feel her body, feel the weight of her arms, what feels to be like pounds and pounds of force, as she tries so hard to raise her hand, only to pet your guys' heads. You can feel the faint smile across her face as she strokes your guys' hairs, and then her eyes close. You are once again in a room of lights. And out of all this chakra, it culminates once more. You can see your grandmother. You can look down and see your body. You're in a dream, but here she is again. The last time you had a dream of your grandmother, you look around and you can never see her face. The last time you had a dream of your grandmother, you took that rice ball from her. But now this is different. You can feel it. This is more pure. This is... And she touches your shoulder. You can actually feel a sensation. Rin!
Rin tightly hugs her grandma with just tears
You embrace
running
her
down
and
her face.
you feel her warmth, comfort around your body. How's school been? Have you been eating your vegetables?
Ooh.
Like I said?
Rin is just crying so hard she's like unable to even talk. I don't, Grandma. She can't even muster a single word.
You can feel her hand patting you behind your back, and her other hand slowly, gently caressing your hair. Rin, how's your sister? How have your parents been?
Rin just bites onto her shirt, and she says, I haven't even been in contact with them, and the truth is, our whole village is completely ruined. A sense of guilt aroses in Rin as she remembers the thought of killing those innocent farmers back there, and her hands shaking. I'm not the same Rin as you thought you would see.
You echoes these words. You notice that no matter what you say, your grandmother's embrace remains the same. She looks you in the eyes and says, "It's okay, Ren. No matter what happens, I know you'll make things right at the end of the day."
With Rin crying on her shoulder, she just snugs into her grandma and tries to remember the feeling of holding on to her.
You hold on to her and start to feel her body begin to dissipate. Rin, it seems I only have so much time. Tell me your best memory without me.
At this point, Rin just holds her grandma's hand and she says, "Well, I've met new people, and I feel like they're my family. Like they've got my back." And she pauses. "They treat me right." She squeezes her grandma's hand at that statement.
You can feel your hands almost touch together. It's almost like her chakra form is slowly dissipating. You can hear her. You can hear her mumble words, but they're no longer making sense to your ears. And the final pat on your head, her chakra form dissipates to what seems to be an ever glowing mist of gold. As it passes through your body and flies upwards. You look around. The room begins to darken. You see around your room again. You're still in a dream, of course. It seems to be Isley, sitting beside the window, looking up into the sky. You find your room again in this somber, quiet night.
That's it, right?
Unless you want to do anything afterwards in this room.
Well, when she comes back, Rin just thanks Isley and for giving her another chance to meet her grandma. Sort of hiding her face as she says that.
There's one more dream for you. Go back to sleep, Ren.
What more?
One more. I need to give back to you.
Rin nods her head and slowly walks back to her bed, feeling very grateful for Izzy that he allowed her to see or get that closure with her grandma. And she falls asleep.
And as you enter into this dream, you find yourself at the river. It's you this time, though. You're not in any body. You look around and it's your sister. Rin, look at this! Look at these bugs on the river.
What is it? Where?
As she says that, she sneaks open your shirt and throws in a bug.
My god! Ugh! Gross!
That's what you get for reading books all the time. You should go out and explore more.
Rin stands up and just stomps her foot. Come on, you know I'm scared of that.
Well, look behind you again.
Huh? Rin turns her
You look
head
behind and you can see a shadow clone of your sister. She puts another bug inside of you.
around. Hey,
You can
this
see
is
both of them
funny.
laughing.
Which one is the real one?
Both of them are laughing together in unison. I'm kidding, Ren. Jeez.
Rin just...
Come on, let's go find more stuff.
No.
What?
Rin starts crying. You're a bully. She runs away.
It's just a joke.
You don't do that to your sister.
But you're not.
Huh?
She pauses.
What are you saying? Now
Whatever.
leave me alone. Go back to Bachan's house.
Where do you go after this?
She heads to actually no, Rin is gonna hide behind a bush to see what her sister does.
Sister looks around, kicks around the dirt. She continues to find these bugs and animals. As she eventually leaves. And a while later, you can see she returns with your grandmother. Rin! Where are you? Rin, where are you?
Rin steps out of the bush. Right here. I'm right here.
Jeez.
I was gonna scare you.
Alright, you two play safe, okay? I have a lot of errands to do. You guys keep calling me out whenever you do your silly pranks.
Aw, Grandma, why won't you play with us today?
Just having a headache. Just... She turns away and begins walking back to her home.
Oh.
Ayana looks at you. Rin, it's your fault. She never plays with us anymore.
No, it's not my fault. She's
It's
just
your
tired.
fault.
She's just tired. Okay? Aren't you ever tired?
You always make her stay up and do all kinds of weird stuff.
No, I
You make her
don't.
read all those books. You make her read books all the way into the night when she could be sleeping.
Fine, I'll just read by myself now. She folds her arms.
Whatever. See you next time.
Rin goes ahead and grabs a bug and puts it into her sister's shirt.
Joke's on you, I like bugs. She takes it out of her shirt, sticks out her tongue, and continues to let the bug crawl around her hand.
What?
You need to be less of a wussy, Rin. See, if you traveled more, if you knew more, look at the power you could become.
What is that? Rin scratches her head. I don't know what you're saying.
Haven't you read all those books? You should know about great heroes. I read one of them. What kind of books are you reading?
Not the ones that you're talking about.
No, you must be reading weird stuff.
Well, why don't you teach me?
Teach you what? You're never gonna learn anything. All you learn is you probably read those books where they do the kissing stuff. That's weird.
I like that.
What? Ew, you're a weirdo.
Come on, I want to go see the forest with you.
No, I got a lot of practice to do.
What? You don't want to go out?
Well, I was feeling it last time, but I changed my mind.
Are you telling me that you're a wussy?
What? Don't say that. You say that one more time, I'm gonna kick your head.
Oh, please don't do that. Fine.
That's right. You should know who's stronger here. And you know why I'm stronger, Rin? It's because Mom and Dad. You know why I'm stronger, Rin? It's because Mom and Dad give me all the special foods. You get the leftovers. That's what you deserve.
Oh. Why are you gonna be so mean?
Because you put it inside my shirt and you thought it was funny. Now I'm gonna give you one back.
You did the same thing. You started it.
Yeah, but mine was a joke.
Well, mine was too.
Well, I didn't feel like it was a joke.
Well, now you know how I felt.
Yeah, go cry to Grandma. I don't care about what you feel. She storms off.
Rin just stands there. Huh. I don't need no sister in my life. I'll just stay here and play with the bugs for a little bit. I'm not scared. I'm not a scaredy cat. Or am I? Oh, whatever. He takes a
Rin,
stick
as
and
you go ahead. Go ahead. What are you gonna do with the stick?
She's just gonna play with the the bugs on the ground.
Rin, as you're playing with the bugs on the ground in this dream, you are starting to know the bugs are moving around, and you're trying to follow them with your stick. And as time passes, you look to the floor and you can look out now. As a kid, you couldn't read this, but since you're an adult, since you're older now, you look down and what seems to be the bugs have spelled out a word. Beware of her. And as you realize this meaning, oops, you're awakened once again. This time, not in the dream state with Isley. This time, as the morning awakes you, you can see Ishin cooking up some sausages. Tomoharu is there as well. And this is where we leave off. What's going on, Rin? Why? What happened to this letter? Grandmother's necklace? Where is it? What did Grandma leave for Ayana? Where did Ayana go? Maybe you should have talked to your parents the last time you came back. These thoughts flutter your mind. And I think we are ready to talk about jutsu creation with Tomoharu. Wait, do you hear like,
Hear what?
oh my god. Do
I
you hear
don't hear
like,
nothing
oh really?
right
Through
now.
my mic? There isn't like a noise.
No, no, I don't hear
Okay, good.
anything.
I
Just your
forgot to
voice.
turn on my noise cancellation.
It's
All
fine.
right, I guess we're waiting for Kenny.
Oh, he said to ping.
I let him know.
Yeah, Kenny's here.
So Rin. There's only a couple of things that I feel like Isley mentioned to you, but I totally forgot to play it out because we were in the heat of the RP.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna hand wave it and just tell you what he told you.
Mm-hmm.
So during that last segment in the beginning, I totally forgot to say this, but Isley will tell you in order to make it look like an accident, right? He knows that you need to make it look like an accident. You guys can use healing hands after he has gone down in order to heal his wounds. However, that can only work if he's still alive.
Oh, he has to roll correctly, right? Oh shit.
But if you use healing hands and he comes back up, it's gonna be like a very, if you healing hand somebody when he's down, he's gonna go back up. So you gotta be lucky in the right healing hands.
Oh shit. Okay.
Isley will also warn you that
Warn her that.
hold on, I just gotta look through my notes again. Isley will also warn you that you gotta be careful of your tracks. You gotta be careful that you only have so many days before they can find you. There's, he's gonna warn you of that after what you just did.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the two things that he gives you. As his mind is getting clearer.
Yeah, I think that.
Obviously, the limitation for this one is like if you get physically stuck in a hole, you're actually stuck. You're not floating.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's like the best way to describe it.
But I was like, my question. Actually, no, it answers my question. That's fine. So how exactly?
I made a page for the planning sheet.
Is it in? Which one was it in again? Oh, here it is. The notion. Okay, planning.
Yep.
Okay, so we figured out how to identify between Soji and Tamura. How are we going to infiltrate?
I think that's where Rin find out.
The scene of like Tanji, like maybe Ishin can carry Rin invisible, and then the godly touch, bam. Just
Wait,
kidding,
just
but
making
then we
sure.
need, huh?
We need to confirm with DM because if I remember correctly, when Rin enters that state, it's like a simulation of the real world, but it's not the real world in a way. Is it not?
Uh-huh.
No, it's not.
So technically, Ishin can't really interact with Rin unless he opens the door, right? Can he open the door in real world and open the door in the lucid dream state for Rin?
Yeah, like the thing
How would
is,
Ishin know if Rin is there?
He'll just have to figure out a way to open.
Lucid dream. He has to touch them physically in real life.
no,
Yeah.
it's like Rin can't be in her like lucid dream mode because she's not able to touch anything.
Yeah.
So if to like have the exhaustion ability take place, she needs to like physically be awake.
Yeah, she's like a ghost in her like lucid dream.
Hold on. So can Rin use that jutsu multiple times?
The exhaustion?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Cause then like the thing is, once a day, if we sneak in and we make Tamura exhausted, then
what?
Oh, here we go. No, never mind. I just remembered something. I just thought of something. Sorry. Finish. I have an idea.
Okay, but then the thing is, like, we're gonna sneak in, try to exhaust him, and then try to sneak out because there's still two people within the room. There's the wife and Soji.
Guys,
And other
here's-
soldiers.
here's another thing. We don't actually have to kill him in his sleep. We just have to wait for him to be. We just have to stalk him outside during daylight, kill him in broad daylight.
Yeah, but
We
it's
just
like
got-
people would know. People would know that he's
They'd
freaking
be like,
assassinated.
oh, Tamara, no!
If we are able,
Ooh,
to heal right away,
transform him?
if we're able to heal right away, then it won't look like an accident. It'll just like he just fainted, but then he actually did die.
How about Rin transformed him, and then he like looks like some civilian.
I got an idea. So
Oh, that's true. Wait, that's a good idea. Fucking
Wait,
like
what?
transforming his ass. Okay, so then after we like knock him out, like if like hypothetically if we were to do it in like broad
Uh-huh.
daylight, if we knocked him out and he's like unconscious, like Rin can transform his body into like a villager.
yeah, that or we can have Rin transform into a medical ninjutsu from the palace to come out, and that's when she does the final blow, and then also use healing hand to make it look like it's an accident. Because they won't question the medical.
And then you guys can come in with me, like invisible, like
Yeah,
to help me.
So, okay, there we go. We could either transform Tamura into a villager, or me, Ishin, and Tomoharu comes in invisible.
Wait, but Rin can't transform anyone else other than herself.
Oh, she can't? Well, that's why she should transform herself into the medical ninjutsu to do the healing hands on him.
Well, how about if she transformed into Tamara?
She could, but what?
Wait,
But what
also,
was
I don't know if transformations of concentration. If he is concentrate, you would have to hit it. Also, I want you guys to remember that
This is a
there's
duration.
there's a chance that her sleep transfer won't even go off.
Wait, repeat that last part.
There's a chance that her sleep will go off. If you read the spell, if you read the jutsu, it can
I
only
put it
affect a
in-
certain amount of HP.
Oh, we don't know how much Tamara's HP is. Shit.
You know he's like roughly as strong as Ish.
Yeah. He probably has even more than Ishin's, like his health.
No, he's like roughly the same, so he should have around like 50 to 60 HP.
And remember, Tamura, he's not that strong. He's only at that power because he got Seinen level.
But, okay, let's say he has 60 then. Can you guys do the math for me? I put the jutsu on the planning sheet. I suck at math.
I don't see it.
It's in the planning.
Yeah, I'm in the planning, but it's not loading.
Hello.
An
Well, I see
average
that, but I
dice-
don't see the picture.
A
Okay, well
D20,
I'll just put it on the roll 20.
an average roll of a D20 is 10.5. 10.5 is the average of D20. However, it is a D20, so it has a lot of room for swing. So you can get you can get like really high and or really low. So it's
Okay, so let's do this rather than let's do it in like a span of a couple days.
Oh, and also Rin is meta knowledge, but she might get caught in a couple days. But she's planning to tell you guys what she did last night. Just
Yeah,
letting you guys know.
we just hand wave that, so you just have it in the meta knowledge. It's not too.
I feel like with Tomoharu, he probably would have figured.
Okay, this is exhaustion. I found it. I'm gonna send it to you guys right now.
Wait, can you guys send it? Where are we? Is it on the Notion or is it on where?
I'm sending it to the rule in Discord, and I'm gonna add it to the Notion.
Okay.
Death. What is hit point again?
Hit point is HP.
Oh, halved. Interesting.
Okay, so let me see. What can happen is that
Do you think we can get it done in one go?
Right now?
No. Like the whole process of killing him, putting him asleep, and then killing him in one fast motion.
Yeah, I wish we had the jutsu to put him to sleep. That'd be cool.
Because if we drag it out more than a day or two, it's gonna be really suspicious,
Yeah.
and you don't, and we probably won't stand a chance if they all discover us.
Uh-huh.
I think what should happen, because the thing is, right? If you were to do the level 5 exhaustion in like the first day, that means Rin is also level 5 exhausted.
Mhm.
So I think we should like divide it up. Wait, how long does it take? How long does it take for you to recover from the exhaustion?
If she transfer it, she goes to 0.
What the heck?
Oh, really?
It's called a transfer.
Oh, okay. So I'm just
shit.
back to normal then, right?
Wait, what the hell? Okay, so then
However, the exhaustion that can only be affected, the exhaustion that's influenced from this spell can only be gained from not sleeping. So you're gonna need days of prep of Rin not sleeping in order to pull off a level 5.
Oh god. I don't know about that.
So I would caution you guys to have a contingency plan. So let's say Rin touches him and it doesn't work. Is there a way you can make it look to him that he just felt something weird? Is there a way that you can pass it off if it just didn't work on him?
Oh my god.
You know?
He's foreshadowing yours.
okay, so if it
Just giving you
doesn't
guys,
work,
giving you guys what can go wrong.
If it doesn't. If
maybe like what can happen is that like Rin like pretends to stumble on him.
like invisible?
No, but she can't even move. So
Yeah,
what we
I
can
can
do
move.
is that you
So
can
somebody
pretend to
can-
carry Rin to the like Rin can.
No,
She can
then what? Okay, what happens if like Rin is like level 5 exhaustion? Like Ishin carries him like, please help my sister. Please!
Oh.
Oh my god, please, Lord!
Yeah. Wait, we just need to know because remember how Shoji or Tamura helped out Tanji?
Oh.
So if he likes kids and Rin is basically a kid, either I or Ishin, because I feel like Ishin would be better off dealing the final blow because he can do melee and it's like really quick. Versus like if Tomoharu does it, it's like a whole ninjutsu. So Tomoharu could rush around like with Rin, like, oh my god, like I need help, my sister fainted, who do I see? And then like hopefully to get Shoji or like find
Oh god.
Tamura.
Your charisma has to be really good.
I mean all my roles have been going to charisma, so. And then once once Tamura or Shoji gets close, he Tamura makes contact with Rin and Tamura, and then if it works, then Ishin goes in for the final.
Will this be during the day or during the night?
During the day. But if it fails, Tomoharu will pretend like he's exhausted, and then he like tumbles in front of Tamura.
Who's kind of sus?
This is kind of sus.
Because he's carrying Rin for so long, you know? So he kind of like stumbles because he's kind of tired. Or he can like pass on Rin to Tamura. It's like, oh, could you please hold my sister real quick? I'm so exhausted.
But then we gotta remember like her. I don't know how.
Okay, well, anyways, if we're doing this, it's gonna be
finish.
in broad daylight. So that means there's a bunch of villagers around.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Everyone else could be equally as sus as we are.
Okay, well, if Ishin is holding Rin and like she uses it, like how do we know it doesn't transfer over to Ishin?
No, she can pick her target.
Oh,
You can pick your target.
I mean,
if you guys are thinking about this, if you're thinking about your setting a little bit here, if you're doing it in broad daylight and he falls asleep, you guys start beating him up in the middle of daylight.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, dude, if we do that, we're literally gonna get fucking thrown into jail. Like everybody's gonna witness what happened.
So you guys are gonna need your process, which seems like you guys have a good idea of what your process is, or you're getting to a good. You're gonna need your setting, and you're gonna need your plan B. So.
Okay, so let's focus on the setting first before we focus on plan B.
Mm-hmm.
How about like when he's out and about?
That's what I'm saying. When he's out and about, is the most easiest way to get to him because we don't have to go through the gate or go through any guards. He's
okay. What happens? What happens if like? Fuck. Okay, hold up. I'm trying to.
My mom's calling. Hello, Mom. Okay, bye. Yes, I'm doing. Okay, can we? But first, let's agree whether do we want to do at night or during the day? Because
at night for sure. I feel like if it's in broad daylight, if it's like in the morning or whatever afternoon, it has to be away from people.
Yes.
Because I think if people witness it, they're not that dumb, you know?
I mean, you'd be surprised by villagers.
What do you
Well, if it's
mean?
away from people, then how can you draw them away from people?
That's true.
That's why I think like the best plan would be at night.
What's if we put a note on like the estate? Like no, I was gonna say like, oh yeah, like act like his mistress and be like, honey, would you like to go out on a picnic? Or like maybe Rin can transform into her and like, would you like to go out? And
I know, but then you have to freaking do charisma checks.
You remember my charisma like doubles with as I transform? Like I think it was like 2d10 or something.
I just feel like with I don't know if we can't really like. I feel like with this assassination, we have to make it as natural as possible. As I wouldn't say like seamless, but it's just like it just happens out of nowhere. It can't be like out of ordinary. Like it can't be like Tamura's being pulled into an out of ordinary situation because that's gonna be way too suspicious. That's why I suggest doing it in broad daylight is because it's like he's out roaming in the town on a daily basis. There's nothing out of ordinary from his usual schedule. Like him collapsing while he's doing his morning stroll, like, oh, what's wrong with him? It's not like he was invited to like a death sentence, you know?
What do you guys think he was doing in the morning? Why did he go out in the morning? Why did he transform?
Why does he transform? We
Yeah,
need
why does he? Why does he switch places with fucking Soji?
Rin needs to track him down.
Yeah, that too.
I think like that and like Ishin and like Tomoharu needs to like roam around in the village at night to see like what the fuck's going on because they go outside the castle.
They do, but we just don't know who's the one going outside of the castle.
No, they like the last time both of them left the castle.
Yeah, and like it seems like the guards know, like they're like casual with it. They're like, oh yeah, that happens regularly.
So we gotta figure out like how like what exactly they're doing
Yeah,
in the village.
figure out what they're doing, and then we go from there.
But then at the same time, we don't have like that much time because I feel like with Rin's like
what day are we on?
like probably like 12 or 13 or something. I forgot.
16.
Oh, like 16?
14.
Oh, 14.
Oh,
You only have 15.
we only have 15 days left.
No, but I'm saying like it's even shorter now because people are on the lookout for Rin.
GG. Wait, how do they know it's Rin?
I mean, eventually they'll find Rin.
So like
Right.
how?
I don't know.
You could just play it off like, oh, I don't know, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, my
What's going on?
charisma.
No, like not even charisma. Like you can just like pretend to be a villager as well, or like you don't even have to pretend. You just don't even know what's going on. It's like, wait, how would they rope it back to you? That
It's
wouldn't
because
make any sense.
I didn't erase my tracks when I killed them around their house, but I did erase the tracks on the way from the poorhouse to the village. I mean, to our cabin, and that affected like the time.
So they all they know is that you're like foot size or what?
So yeah, just assume.
Just get you bigger shoes, bro. Like assume a child, just get you bigger shoes.
But I don't think like Rin will like. I don't think she thinks about that. I don't think that's like meta knowledge, you know. Like maybe Ishin or Tomoharu will like bring it up. I feel like Tomoharu would.
But then like you do know that you're like you could potentially get caught because Ice mentioned it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you already have the information. Like, oh, I might get caught. I don't know what to do.
Why are you guys so stuck on the shoes? It's so silly. There's so many ways they can find you besides the shoe size. But let's I mean, we can talk about that later. I mean, you guys just go on the move, right? There's a lot you can do.
We just wanna prep, you know.
Yeah.
Prepare for it.
The shoe size.
Wait, what do you
I don't
mean
think we're
exactly
taking
by
the shoe size.
tracks? Like, what tracks did she leave? That was
That's a
like
little bit too much information. I did give her a stealth roll. She did roll it.
Yeah, my stealth was pretty bad.
It's a little bit tough. Now you guys are like worried about getting caught, and you gotta prep this exhaustion jutsu outside. So aside of getting caught, you gotta get Tamura to a place that he's not, gotta exhaust him. Now he's exhausted, he's down, he's sleeping. But you're gonna beat him right there. What are you gonna do as he's sleeping now?
So, you know, they slit his throat, but then that's not an accident.
Can Ishin do like a powerful blow to him?
yeah, but then
How did that
it
happen?
doesn't look like an accident. Like
No, that's why Isaac told you that no matter how you bring his HP to 1, you can always heal him up. So he looks like no
What
matter
the? But then at the same time, Aisley wants him. Like,
Exactly.
absorb him? How about we
Well, then
just
Rin
make
has to
it...
figure out what she wants to do because she also wants his body.
Oh, God. I don't know.
Okay. The thing is, like, if I hit him, I don't know if I can get him to 1 HP without, like, but what if I freaking, like, RNG, like, freaking get, like, natural 20, and I freaking just kill him instantly? then we can't even heal him.
Yeah. I mean, he still has to make the death saving rolls, either way.
Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? I don't even know what the fuck to do. I honestly don't. Okay,
There's so many possibilities.
I mean, if we do it at night, right? And say, assuming they go to a nightlife, they go to like a bar or something. If everyone's drunk, we can make it off as it seems like a bar fight.
Don't kill each other. But he's so strong, though. I don't know.
I don't think he's that.
Then if we're gonna do that, then we should just make it seem like he was so intoxicated that like he freaking like died over like freaking over intoxication or some shit. Intoxication.
No, he can't do that. Because he's
You can't get drunk.
That's cool.
Alcohol is a poison, and Senin status are unaffected by poison.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
The accident part makes it seem so hard.
Well, the accident make an accident, right? Because you can tamper with his body.
They don't have fingerprints this time, right?
I don't think we should worry about Rin getting caught. I think when Rin gets caught or when she gets about to get arrested, could be a separate issue. But obviously, we can also say it's mutually exclusive events of Tamara dying and Rin getting caught or being chased by the police. So we can just worry about Rin getting caught after we take care of Tamara.
Okay. Well, I don't even think we need to worry about Rin getting caught after we take care of Karma, because then at that point we'd already be gone.
Yeah.
So I think at this point we should just worry about Tamara, but then like try to keep it within as minimal days as possible.
Yeah.
So where would we kill him?
Okay, so then the thing is, if we're using exhaustion level, that means we have to take up to 5 days, right? So on the 5th day, that means everything has to happen. But then
what happens if Rin she falls asleep like the 3rd day? Because she's like, I can't take this no more.
We'll have to keep her awake.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, I mean at that point I don't even think we need to like get him to like the 5th one. I feel like the 4th one would already be good. Because even if his speed is halved, that means you guys are like twice as fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just have a less chance of it working though. That's the issue, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so we need to bring it to level 5.
Okay, let's try to.
Yeah, because the more higher exhaustion level, the higher the chance. Because the more HP you can affect.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You can do some S 5d20.
Can we kill him? Can we kill him inside the bathroom? Everyone has to pee, right?
But like we don't even know if he's gonna go to the restroom. Okay, does Tanji know what we're here for?
Yeah, we told him. We like hand waved it though because we were like too long to explain it.
So Tanji knows that we're trying to assassinate this guy, right?
Wait, I think so. Pretty sure.
Yes, what Tanji is.
The thing is, like,
his invisibility.
Yeah. So wait. Okay. So get him to like the
I feel like there should be more reaction from Tanji. A little bit of a big thing to hand wave.
Okay. So this is the first plan, right? We didn't think of plan B yet, but this is the first plan. So we reduce if whatever location he's at night.
Oh, give me a second. I'm calling again.
He used to like the idea of his mistress like, oh, would you like to go out with me? All the
No,
way
because I don't think so.
And you gotta know her personality. Too.
Yeah, I don't think we know
she's
anything
like
about her.
She's
That's
just a
true.
shy person who doesn't really say anything, and
Yeah, all of a sudden she's fucking trying to act sexy and shit and seducing his ass. That was coming weird.
Were we gonna do like something about like the letter, like requesting his assistance?
I think our best bet right now, because then like the letter thing will take time as well. Is
That's true.
so then I'm thinking like follow him and Soji to like whatever location they're going to get like to gain more information while like you're in your exhaustion mode, right? And then attempt, so this is like if everything like is successful on like the first try, okay? So like reduce his like get him to like level 5 exhaustion and then temporarily make him like invisible for like the time being to like officially like assassinate him or whatever, do and then we do healing hands on him and then we bring him back.
That's true. And then you could have Byakugan to see where he is.
But that's only if like he's in like a crazy like crowded place, because we don't know where they go exactly, right?
I just assume like they roam the town. No.
Then,
Actually, I don't know.
but then if they roam the town, then why do they have to switch places?
That's true.
So I think we just have to figure out like where they're going exactly at night.
So we're gonna split.
Okay,
Like,
or another thing is that we infiltrate the castle at night. Invisible. And you can, so like whatever time they go to sleep at, or like we stay in the castle like the whole day or something, and like sneak in or stay in his room, something like that, and then you like once everybody's like asleep.
Wait, am I invisible here?
I'm just like throwing stuff out. Like I'm thinking like once like everybody's asleep, you can use that like silence thing, that silence that single area. Do the fucking like the level 5 exhaustion thing.
And then again, like
through all of this.
Yeah, who's carrying me? And also,
because I'm thinking like both like Tanji, fuck, what is my character's name?
Ishin.
Yeah, Tanji, Ishin, and Rin. Like Tanji with invisibility,
I'm
like
transformed
Rin.
into like a bug.
No, like I would still have to carry you. You're just invisible. He's so 2 people, right? 2 people.
How did you get in?
Huh?
How are you gonna get in?
That's like hypothetically, like if we were to like go invisible.
3 of us?
Wait. So how many people can Tanji?
Only 2.
Him and somebody else.
Well, we haven't tested like
Two
Two.
people. Two people. He doesn't have enough chakra.
Oh my god.
Ren can transform into like a bug or something. But then she'd have to make like a stealth check still.
We just have to figure out like when they open the gate, we can just sneak in, right?
There's like
So
3 guards.
what's the benefit of being inside the castle over outside?
Secluded area.
It
There
makes
are other
I don't
places
know.
outside that are secluded.
Out like the beach area, the shore, like from the castle to there. Like I'm not entirely sure where they
Has he
go.
ever been secluded with somebody else before? He's been secluded with Tanji before, right?
That's Soji though.
But we don't know if
So
we don't know that's Soji. Or Tamara. Oh my god, I don't even know, man.
So why did he go visit that fucking place?
What place?
That lady. Why did he go visit the old lady's mom?
I feel like it was implied because she had somebody die through
Oh,
the
that was Tamara.
you don't
No,
know
we
his
don't.
mom
We don't
personally.
know. We don't know.
Dang, what is freaking Soji's relationship with Tamara? What is he?
Okay, let's try to identify which person it is. Like, if we were to like bring Tanji along and like see.
Let's say you already have that knowledge. You know who it is. But now what? I don't think it's too hard to know who it is. He has many ways to do that eventually. I think the big problem here is you cannot decide on what the setting is.
Oh,
Because we don't know what the setting is. Like, we
Yeah.
don't know where they're gonna go.
yeah. Because
So
it has to be an
how can
accident.
we? How can
So
we?
your setting must be somewhere they're gonna go naturally. It must be a natural place. Is that what your conclusion is? That we can narrow it down even further.
Like, because I want it to be like the route that they go, because I don't have an idea on how to lure them to a specific spot that we want. Because then, like,
It
I
just seems
think,
like a bad idea overall.
yeah, because then like we don't know how to do it. But if we like,
But if it turns out good, then that's like a good like. Oh yeah. If it turns out well, then. Oh yeah. Just kidding. No, you can't just assume that.
So the set must be somewhere where they're naturally going and must be secluded.
Yeah, I remember the time we did it with like Brad
did what?
at the bar,
Did what?
like try to assassinate him.
Were you trying to assassinate Brad?
No, like that one guy that tried to kill us
At the
at the bar.
oh, we fucking brought him behind.
Oh my god, that was so bad. Maybe we should learn from
Well, he
that.
was a nobody, and it was
But even then, if I feel like it
just
was
like a bar fight.
felt like it was hard to plan for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you guys need to think of a setting that is they're naturally going there and it is secluded, unless you want to make exceptions for the rules. These seem to be the two factors.
Man, I wish we could just blind him or something.
Because once he's asleep, right? I think once he's asleep, as long as it's a secluded place, you can do whatever you want to him.
What the? He's always gonna be sleeping at his estate, though.
Well, we don't know that.
That's true.
But is that place really secluded?
No, it's not.
So am I assuming that how you guys your procedure is just stealthing
Rin and just having Ishin carry Rin to touch him?
Then what?
Okay, well, stealth, Rin plus Ishin, touch for level 5 exhaustion, invisibility by Tanji, finishing blow, tidying things up with healing hands, undoing the invisibility, and then there would just be his dead body.
Why are you invisibling him? You're invisibling the guy?
No, because then we can do the finishing blow without.
But well, if you're in public and you're punching something that's invisible,
No, I wouldn't be doing it. Tanji would be. Him and Tanji would be invisible.
why are you making him invisible? I don't get that part.
Cause then okay, wait, secluded area.
All of these rules for the settings can change. If you can blur them instead, or instead of secluded, you need a way to. It's gonna be hard if it's not secluded though. Even I don't have ideas for that. Because if you're gonna invisible them and just attack them, like the people are gonna look around and see, whoa, these people are just like attacking him. And he wakes up then. He wakes up after taking damage because that's the jutsu. And he wakes up and he starts yelling, and there's an invisible person yelling in the middle of the street. So I think the secluded area is like a must. I don't think there's a way you can do it without it being secluded. Unless it could be an open place, but then all the witnesses have to go as well. You know, you're gonna have a big issue.
I don't know. This is a huge responsibility.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to do.
Oh shit! Should we just go from there? Like, from after observing where they. Wait, so how are we gonna observe both of them?
They'll probably be together.
No, I don't know.
Because they leave.
You guys are thinking too much about who's who. I think you guys can figure that out easily. I think the biggest thing that you all have to figure out is how are we doing this? Where?
But how could we possibly figure that? I don't even know how we would be able to figure that out.
Why?
How would our characters know the difference if we've never met them before or anything?
Like, we don't know their personality type.
Yeah.
Didn't you
Like, maybe
say something about using
maybe one of them
ability or like their sage mode to detect who's who? I don't know. You had some plans for detecting who's who previously, right?
Amaro did say, or Kenny did say he could use Sage Mode within this village. To like.
But that's like a whole day to prep.
Yeah.
That's fine. And then we have another day to rest.
No, but I feel like what happens is that we need to like figure out who is who on the day of. Not like spend like a whole day like thinking, okay, this person is this, because they'll transform again, right? And what if they're just them, themselves?
I'm gonna get some
What you guys need is Kenny to be here to guide you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he said BRB, eating up food.
I'll tell you later. I go pee too.
Keep in mind, Ishin can also see how powerful somebody's chakra is. I think that was established.
Hello?
Hello. You're right, and I heard you, Chong.
What happened?
Chong was just mentioning how Ishin could see somebody's chakra level with his Byakugan.
I thought they're the same.
No, they shouldn't be. I think that at that point that would be impossible.
Oh. Okay.
So he's tuning level. And I think between the both of them, one of them probably has to be either
Weaker.
stronger or weaker.
Yeah. Okay.
So we now know we have an idea now of how to discern them. Now we're
Yeah.
back to the question of the setting. And you say you cannot answer it because it cannot be where you cannot know where they're naturally gonna go.
Okay, well, there's a couple possibilities for setting, right? Secluded, natural, one. The second one would be figuring out a way to lure them out. That's the second option.
There's only two options.
The third one would be to go into his castle, but now that I think about it, it's probably a really bad idea to do that because then eventually we'd just be trapped,
Oh yeah.
surrounded by enemies. So then it's either we try to figure out how to do it naturally or figure out how to lure him out.
Somebody go naturally in their day.
Wait,
What
what?
did you say? I can't hear.
You cut off.
Where does somebody go naturally in a day?
The restroom. Go eat.
I mean,
Go
before
freaking
we
showers.
Rin was like, she saw like one Soji going in the estate and one at the party, like at the market.
Sleeping. It's natural when they're fucking asleep.
So we do it during their sleep.
No, but they have to be inside the castle.
Yeah, the road to the castle is also pretty empty. There's a chance you will get spotted though, but you do remember that it is a couple miles away.
Yeah, the beach. But then how would we catch up to them if they're on the beach? They don't walk.
No,
They take carriage.
I'm sure they use the horse.
no, they take horses. I think you guys have all the pieces to the puzzle. Now the only issue is you guys figuring out all the pieces and any wrenches that are thrown your way.
What does that mean?
Okay, so if we were to do it at the shore, the beach, that's like a couple miles away from both sides, how are we gonna throw them off the horse?
And why are they at the shore?
What do you mean? Like when they're traveling between
Oh.
the state and the village,
Oh,
there's the shore. There's like the beach place that you freaking tried to kill
the horse trips and falls, and then we put like a wire trap. I don't know.
So we also have to figure out like whether or not he travels like by himself or he travels with Soji, and if he does travel with Soji, what we're gonna do?
That's true. We don't know if they separate or go their own ways or stick together.
Because at this point, I feel like if we're gonna do that, oh, like okay, so if Tamura's by himself traveling, then I don't I wouldn't see how we couldn't get our own horse, and then like Rin would use her touch while like Ishin's like driving the horse or some shit, and we can like try to knock him off his own horse, and he'd like naturally fall off.
What the? He's gonna be like, "Why are you here?" and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure, like, no, but then we would pass by each other, or like set up a trap, like set up a trap on the shore.
So they're leaving, and then we're heading to the state.
No. Okay, so then like what we can do is set a trap for the horse to fall or like injure the horse on the shore. So then the horse would be injured, and this guy would fall off his horse.
Yeah.
And then he would have like no escape to like that's like faster than Ishin's speed.
Imagine he was faster.
Sure, he's not as fast as you.
Huh?
Yeah, he's probably as fast as you. But then, let's say we already touched him by then.
Okay, but then like, okay, so then at that point we just go invisible. We freaking get Tanji. And you?
What is this trap for the horse? I mean, like it's a big boat. Like, what's going on with this trap?
Not sure, it is a big road. What if he just like goes around it or something?
What is this?
But it's at night. How would people be able to see it?
He probably has like a torch or something. Or maybe he can also see in the night.
No, that's freaking. That's like Nenji's clan shit.
Imagine
that's like a Hugo specialty.
He's our brother.
There's no way you can see in the dark. Oh my god, this music is fucking too goddamn loud, bro.
We gotta get into the field. Oh my god,
okay,
we have
so
like...
then what? So what trap should we do to like get him off his horse?
Would we be hiding, or would we be like...
I don't know. So like we just like I don't know. We have to figure out a plan. So then like, do you want to pretend to be like an injured like
maybe
villager?
Our horse is injured and it runs into Tamara, and then he falls, and then we fall, but then like, oh, I would say like you have to be faster than him to like pick me up and then touch him, but like.
Okay, well there's 3 of us. So then you. Okay, I don't even know. I don't even know if he's alone. I don't even know if he goes by himself.
That's true. He could be with
I think you
Soji.
guys should
But then
do that. Hey,
I'm pretty sure.
Rin has seen him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he goes
multiple
alone.
times.
Yeah, like as he exits the gate.
Yeah.
So let's.
Wait,
Let's
so
say,
then why'd you say that's true?
because I don't know, like maybe one day it could change. Like they're gonna go together to hang or something, to hang out. But let's just assume
I don't think freaking the DM would do that to us.
Okay, all right. Let's just say that they have their duties and they go off on their own. Like I don't know.
Okay, well, Ishin can use his Byakugan to see who it is exactly.
And then we follow them.
So I think Ishin would have to like see both of them at the same time to like figure out like which one was who, right? Because we don't know what level. Actually, it doesn't even matter. We just have to. We don't know what level Soji is.
You assume that Tamura is the strongest one because he's like the actual leader. But then it would make sense because like if they switch, that means Soji is also capable of defending. I don't even know. Oh my god.
I think I think we should. I think you guys should go back and read what Tomoharu got during the stage.
Where is that? Where did he
Sage mode, I
put
think
that?
It's like the other,
Buddy,
on April 12th notes.
I don't think you guys even wrote it down. I think you guys gotta watch the VOD.
No, we did. 6 tuning, 1 doning. There consists of fire and earth chakra users within the state. 1 tuning, which is, or it looks like Tamara hangs out with the Jonin. 5 denning in the outside.
Okay, so the Jonin is freaking Soji. He hangs out with Soji.
Oh, what's Jonin? What is that? What level is that?
Jonin is a higher level than Chunin. So Tamara or Soji is higher than Tamara.
The hell?
I don't think you guys wrote. I don't think you guys wrote down any. Wait. What did you say, Dana? What did you say? Who's the Jonin?
Soji.
Shoji is the Jonin. Okay. Do not
Oh.
metagame in my hands. I was just wondering what you guys just said. I didn't listen to it.
Because she said, okay, Sage mode results. 6 tuning, 1 Jonin consists of fire and earth chakra users. 1 tuning is Tamara, and Tamara hangs out with a Jonin. So one of the tuning hangs out with a Jonin.
Nè,
Yeah.
mai 4 giờ 3 giờ mày không lo sửa soạn mày lo.
Cái đang lo nè.
You have to yell at him.
Dude, he's coming here like 4 doing that, bro.
He gets worried.
Okay, I think we should just do you guys want to meet up like one more time before next week's session to discuss again?
We can probably do it with just like if Kenny wants to.
Because I feel like we needed to like actually solidify a plan, but I need to go
Yeah,
like right now.
yeah. Just message or we'll message Kenny to see if he's free.
Like any day.
But we're having it what day next week?
We're having it on Tuesday, right?
I think it's Tuesday.
Okay.
So we can meet Monday
Okay.
for a little bit. Because then I feel like
Or we can just plan prior to the session. Like meet up a little bit early. It's okay. No, we can't.
no, we can't. I have work.
Just type.
Okay.
And the thing is, like Kenny doesn't check when we type.
Just at him.
But I want to have like an actual conversation, not wait for somebody to like answer like a couple hours later.
What do you mean?
I want to have like a conversation, like all of us are present, not like us typing, "Oh, this is an idea," and getting like no response. We like, because I mean, I did that before, right?
Yeah, and then we shared it that one time.
Yeah, but no one said anything when I typed it into like the chat.
Do we have to? We planned it. Like you mentioned it and we read it that one time that we planned the short session.
Yeah, but like no one. That's what I'm saying. We talked when we met up. Like no one talked in the chat, like adding to my idea.
D&D related ideas.
Yeah. So like when I was writing out like stuff that like I want like that could have like potentially happened, no one replied until we actually met up.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like I want all of us to be present when we're actually talking about the idea, or it's gonna like end up being the same thing.
I want to pick one.
Well, I'm free. I don't know about freaking Kenny.
I'm free. Monday and later at night on Thursday. Tomorrow.
I mean, we can just do it like we're doing like an hour short session, or like just the three of us.
Doing like a discussion.
I don't even think we need like it doesn't matter how long it'll take. We just need to figure out something. Like it could be like an hour, it could be like 3 hours. Like the faster we figure it out, the better.
I think Kenny had a lot of good ideas until he had to go.
Yeah,
What do you mean, killing him naturally in front of people?
I think he needed to just explain more because I didn't understand.
No, he was getting on a good point, but then he was like, "Okay, I gotta go."
Really?
I don't
Dang
know.
it! Can he come back? Come back!
Maybe this whole time he's been on it. As
Wait,
he's
what?
heating up the food.
You cut off. Cut off. What'd you say?
Maybe this whole time he's been thinking about it while making food, and he's gonna come back with like the craziest idea.
I don't
He's
know.
just cook.
Well, what time on Monday, Nina?
It has to be after 8 or before.
After 8 p.m.
I don't know if Kenny's be down. I can do I don't even know. I don't know anymore. I'm busy
Figure
this
it
whole
out in between.
weekend. Okay, we can just comment throughout the day when we're free.
Or we can.
Or we can.
I don't know.
Ooh.
True. Okay, I actually need to go now.
Okay, see ya.
Bye, good night.
Good night. Safe travels.
Pick up.
Later.
Oh. Home.